Hey, girl. Hey, aren't you glad to be done with that episode?
Yes.
Dear listeners, we would like to apologize. It's too late
Yes.
to apologize. It's
We
too
had well, I'd like to apologize. I mean, I
late.
feel more like I'm the one that's responsible this time because I am. Dear listeners, super sorry. We had a little bit of a delay. I had COVID, and then I had to go to Phoenix, Arizona for work for a week, and I'm just was dead, basically, essentially. So thank you all for your patience and letting me recover. We even got little messages from some of you wishing me well with my
Yeah, girl,
COVID, so that was super
you've
nice.
already thanked them for that.
We did?
Yeah,
When did we do that?
when we recorded after you had COVID.
We recorded in? I
Yeah,
don't
we
remember us.
recorded just before you left for Phoenix,
Oh,
and then we're going to record again that week, and it was, or that we were going to record again a little bit later on. Girl,
I don't know. I'm
it's
still
fine.
recovering.
Yeah, I know. Do you
I'm
have any
still
lingering
recovering.
symptoms?
Um, Flatulence.
I mean, COVID causes a lot of shit. Maybe.
I mean, I don't. I feel gassier than I did before I had COVID. I don't. I'm not really a gassy person, and I've been extra gassy this week. So I don't know. Maybe that's a thing.
You probably. Why don't you try that red mango and see if that. Speaking of red stuff, I was very excited. I know this not Patreon yet. I was very excited to find out at the local supermarket that
Yes.
they have individual servings of pickled beets now. I know,
Oh,
just little containers of pickled beets. I was like,
I got to tell my mom that
I, does she like pickled beets?
she does.
Do you like pickled
Yeah,
beets?
I don't.
What don't you like about them?
it, it's just not a thing for me. It's just like
Okay.
there's something about the sharpness of them that I just don't.
Do you like beets?
I have eaten beets and stuff before. I do like it. I mean, I've used them in recipes before. It's,
There's a German Polish restaurant in Raleigh that does a drink called a beet jammer.
ooh,
So they infuse vodka with roasted beets, and they put that with ginger beer and I believe a little seltzer water or something, and it's delicious. It's got the sharpness of the ginger beer and like beet and vodka. It's delicious.
that sounds actually like it might be pretty good.
Yeah, if you like beets.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, it's less the beet and more like that pickled
Okay, do you
taste.
like pickles?
Just a couple of them, like not all of them, just a
Do
few.
you like non bread and butter pickles? Like, do
Mm,
you like dill pickles?
I only like dill pickles within the context of like maybe a sandwich of some kind that
Okay,
needs that
okay,
little bit of bite.
okay. I got you. I got you. Now, will you eat just do you like cornichons? Cornichons.
Cornichon. I mean, not lately. I might. And it depends on that scenario. I might.
A little pickle. Everybody loves just a little pickle.
Everybody loves a little pickle every once in a while, a little
Just a little
Circle K
pickle. Just a
pickle.
little bit. Just a little. Oh God, a Circle K pickle. God. Dear listeners, here's something you may not know about the South. This just made me think about this. Going talking about Circle K and like convenience stores. In a lot of the South, dear listeners, you will go into a convenience store after you filled up your tank with gas, and you will see beside the rolling thing with the hot dogs, typically to the left of it, you will see a big old vat that has like a scoop in it and like a can beside of it, and that is boiled peanuts. And although a lot of people really love them, I think they're disgusting.
I don't think they're disgusting. They are an acquired taste, however. But I don't think they're
I don't
disgusting.
know. A lot of people seem to have acquired that taste. Like
I like them. I don't like them. It's one of those things where I like them in small amounts, like just kind of like, oh, these are, whatever.
you mean in the way it's
Um,
impossible to buy them around here?
yeah. There's a place on Alligator Alley down here that has them, and they do like a Cajun style. Those are good. And they let you just kind of get it by like put it in a little container, so you don't have to get a bunch of them. So yeah, but I mean,
Now, supposedly, that is the best way to prevent peanut allergies in children. Like, give them boiled peanuts when they're young and slowly increases their, like, resistance to the allergen.
Really?
Yeah. Something about roasting it fixes the allergen. Dear listeners, that is not medical advice. Do not take that as that is just a minor research study that I read. Do not don't say Mims done told me to do, because I did not.
He killed my baby. No, please don't. Please don't. You're not responsible for the financial compensation of the advice.
Speaking of financial compensation,
yes.
Did you know that we have a Patreon?
Stop it. What?
That's right, dear listeners. If you want to throw us some money,
we like it.
We love it. You can go to patreon.com. Mims and Maim, and give us some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcasts?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We do.
That's right. We just recorded one, which was Baking Sugar. It is our Designing Women podcast, and we have We Object, our Mims and Maim podcast. And hey, Maim, do you know what?
We Object, our Mims and Maims podcast.
God damn it. Our Ally McBeal podcast. My brain. I haven't done this. Girl, I have to do this every week, otherwise I lose it.
I wish virginity worked that way.
Oh, God, I masturbate so much, I never have it.
That was TMI for every person that heard you just now.
And that's probably not even true.
TMI, TMJ, something.
Girl, I got that locked.
I'm saying, TM Hanny, TM.
Oh, God, I remember. Oh, never mind. That story is. Anyway. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, our Ally McBeal podcast. And, babe, do you know what they get if they're a patron?
Early access.
Early access to our We Object episodes, where you get to see us in video, in Maim, the lightest of drag.
So light.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
What?
That's right. If you go to mimsandmaim.com, you can buy something. And dear listeners, I have made mimsandmaim.com look better. Because it's not just a shitty spring site anymore. It's actually, got links to all of our stuff, too. That's right. That's right. See? I don't know if that was a C. Hey, Maim.
I don't think it was a C. It was like a C minor. Yes.
Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right, dear listeners. I love 5-star reviews. And do you know what happens whenever I get one? I send it to Maim. And do you know what happens whenever Maim reads it? She kiki-keys and he-he-he's for hours. Mm-hmm. So don't you want Maim to kiki-key-he-he-he all over?
Because I will.
She will. She has.
I'll do it, and you will not stop me.
You can't stop her. Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. This is season 3.
Can't stop.
This is season 3. Episode 15. The bottom line is murder. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
There's a gun. And there's a shot. And a mannequin goes to the ground.
Oh, no.
And we find out that we're on an investigative reporter show.
Yes.
And then, did you see that name that just popped on the screen? It's George Takei.
Oh, it's like, which one?
Sulu. The most famous person on this episode, girl.
Well,
Other
I
than
mean,
JB.
at that time, what's her name was also famous.
Who?
The producer, Adrian, what's her name? Remember, she was on a lot of TV shows back then at that time.
Wasn't she also in the previous one of these where she was leading the riot in the jail?
Yeah, the prison episode.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, George Takei is probably more famous than her.
Well, he's definitely more iconic.
I would say more
man.
famous, too, because at this point he'd already been in 1 or 2 Star Trek films.
I know, but that's all he was famous for. I don't know. It was weird back then with him. It was like, because of racism.
I have a controversially brave opinion. He's not that good of an actor.
Apparently, he was very good on that in that Broadway production a few years ago.
The one that he wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the internment camps.
Yeah. I mean that there's a difference between that because that's a passion project. He wrote it. He felt those words.
That's true. I mean, yeah.
So they're testing the Acme bulletproof vest, which if we learned anything from the Coyote, you should never trust Acme brand products.
They don't work, everyone. They don't work.
Beep, beep. So Claire goes over to check to see if the vest is okay. Because it's supposed to have holes in it, girl. Because the vest is like shit. Oh my God, the vest, it's okay. You didn't shoot through it at all. We pan out. We find out this man's name is Kenneth Chambers. The name of the show's The Bottom Line.
Bottom line.
And Ken starts calling for Ryan.
Ryan.
God. Do you know a lot of Ryans?
I know a few Ryans.
I know a few Ryans too.
Yeah.
There's
I even have like a new. There's like a new Ryan. So one of our Ryans at the theater left, and we got a new Ryan to take his place.
Oh, that's interesting. You just replaced your Ryans?
Well, I mean, it wasn't like we didn't do it purposely. It just happened to.
It just happened to happen. Ryan 1 to Ryan 2.
And they were both giant homos.
Maybe I wonder if Ryan's not a gay name because I've known one straight Ryan, one gay Ryan.
Yeah, all of the Ryans I know are gay.
Well, you only know gay people.
That's not true.
You only know gay men, straight women. It tracks.
You really got me there. I was like, wait a minute. That's right. That's right. Is it true?
Oh, God. Well, we meet Steve, the director, and Hare, because we don't know what her name is yet, goes out to find Brian.
Hair. I would love, like, her little studio chair on the set.
Hair. With a picture of a perm around it. That tight perm. Girl, my grandmother today, I was in Statesville visiting my family today.
Oh, okay.
And my grandmother
today.
My grandmother pulled out like a photo album.
Yes.
And there was a picture of my mother with that hair holding me. Like, oh. And like my mother's whatever he is was looking through and was like, oh, Mama Mims, you used to have really curly hair. Or Grandmama Mims, you used to have really curly hair. She's like, yes, I permed it a lot back in the day. Because she's bone straight. Her hair's bone straight. And then it got to my mother and I was like, you see, she did too. And that was a toit perm.
A toit
perm. There's also pictures of my mom and my aunt when my grandmother gave her an at-home VO5 perm.
Oh, I used to do those with my mom. Those hot oil perms.
Oh God, was hers to straighten or to curl?
Hers would just her. She just used the one for moisture, the
Okay,
moisture one.
yeah. This was a permanent. This had a lie in it. Um,
I lie, girl.
No lie, Alexa.
Ah,
Well, Ryan's out.
just for me.
God, I wonder what that little girl's doing now.
Right, still doing other hair videos on TikTok now.
Well, she had to be. She's only like 10 years younger than us.
Like I said, she probably on TikTok
Maybe
doing...
she ended up being a backup dancer for somebody. Booty, 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 booty.
Rocket everywhere.
She could be a fly girl.
Oh my God. Like a fly girl now?
Sure. Is that even a thing?
I don't
You'll be
think so.
happy to know that the Coyote Ugly Bar in Las Vegas is still a thing.
Oh, I never knew it was in Las Vegas.
Yes. There's a Coyote Ugly Bar in New York, New York. Yeah.
Interesting.
Where the girls dance on the table and do all that shit.
Wow.
If you ever want to go to Vegas. Oh, shit. Her tickets. Did
They're
you ever
already
look?
sold out.
They're already
They're
sold
already
out? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Were they expensive? Do you know? Okay. Like, did you get one? Okay. Okay. Did you try?
I was too busy working, and by the time I realized it, it was already sold out.
God, I wish you'd messaged me. I would have looked. It'd be like, oh, $500?
Well, they had a couple of different types of tickets. So there was also a $2,200 ticket, which was like a ticket. It was like an all-inclusive ticket. So you also got to stay at the Venetian with it. All of these things.
Girl, thing is, I stay for free, so we did not need that. Now, if it was for you to meet her, like,
right.
Yeah.
That plus because, my friend that's the nurse, the one, that used to live here, that's where he lives now. He lives in Las Vegas.
Who does?
So my friend that's the nurse, the one that they used to live here.
Oh, the one I've never met before.
Yeah, the traveling nurse. Yeah, he lives in Las Vegas now.
Oh.
So I was like, I had plans in my brain. I was like, okay, this is how we're gonna make this work. Like all of this stuff. And then I heard that the tickets were already gone. I was like,
girl,
oh,
you weren't gonna stay with him, were you?
No. It's just like I always had all of these plans in my brain of like how to make all of this work if I needed to. Girl, contingency plans.
I will say this right now, in front of our dear listeners: if you would rather in February go to Las Vegas than me come down to Florida, we can make that happen.
But the tickets are already sold out into March.
But we can still go to Vegas.
Oh, just to go to Las Vegas?
Just to go to Las Vegas and so you can see what's all about.
Oh, that sounds like a pop song. What's it all about? I don't know.
Anyway, Ryan's outside flirting.
Hi,
and
Ryan.
Hare finds him and sends him to see Ken.
Hey, Hare.
So we're at the airport and we find out we're in Denver.
Oh.
We're now in a car and we find out JB's visiting one of her nieces.
Mm-hmm.
She's Steve's wife and she's a psychiatrist who gave up her practice. JB's going to be a guest star on a book review show that Steve is producing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice of her, just to show up like that.
We're now at KBLR.
Denver.
I'm glad that you think the same way I do sometimes. Oh, God. So
Oh, we're so stupid.
we really are. Again, if you want to go to Las Vegas, if you want to go to Vegas, no. We won't. We don't have to go to Vegas. There's only one thing. There's a show that I would want to see in Vegas.
Okay.
There is one. What's it called? Cirque du Soleil show, the one that's underwater. Like
Called, like Atlantis or something like that.
I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called. Hey Google. Okay, Google. What is the Cirque du Soleil show that's underwater? Let's find out. O. It's just called O. The letter O.
Oh,
Yeah. Now, girl, you'll watch it. They'll say that there's a plot. There won't be a plot. You'll watch it and be like, oh, that's beautiful. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
you know, I've seen like 8 of those shows at this
Have
point.
you?
Me and my husband really love them.
Did
Like,
you?
we really love them. We've seen so many. Every time they come here, we've seen
They're
it.
fun-ish. Some of them get redundant. Have you seen Ka?
I don't remember them. I don't remember. The
You know
names of the ones
those.
we
I'm not
saw.
sure if like O and Ka travel because they're like
The Vegas shows don't travel.
yeah. There's O. There's
At
Ka.
all.
There's Love, which is
Yeah.
the Beatles one.
Be the one that one doesn't travel.
The
Yeah.
Humanity didn't travel. It closed down. That's one that I think you'd enjoy.
I thought that show would go forever the way people talked about it.
It was fun. I think COVID killed it.
Oh, COVID.
Well, Ken and
COVID.
Steve are reviewing footage, and there's some editing going on.
Sorry, I was just like, oh my gosh, they should bring back Zumanity at the Cherokee Casino. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. I just was like, that would be amazing. Resurrection.
It would be. Girl, especially since the Cherokee are now voting to just make pot legal. No, not even medical. They're just gonna be like, yeah, we'll just sell weed. We're gonna have the largest dispensary in I think the United States.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like,
Girl, they're converting their old bingo parlor to the dispensary.
oh, lovely. Oh, 69. Oh, 69.
You
This
know,
person's like, bingo.
I have never. I did drag bingo once. I performed, and I've ever told you this story.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the amphitheater outside at the Little Raleigh, the Theater Raleigh.
Okay.
And the theme was like fun in the sun or something, and there was a bunch of little kiddie pools around.
Okay.
So I did. God, I don't even remember what it was. It was a long disco song. I was like, "Is this the short version?" Like, yeah, this is the shortened version. No, it was a long one. So I just got out there, and at one point I was like, "This is going on so long," but they're expecting me to do this entire fucking song. So I kicked off my heels and jumped into a kiddie pool.
Yes.
Girl, I forgot I was wearing hose. And let me just tell you, nylon hose, when you touch that plastic, ass straight onto the concrete. I was like, of course, me splashing around to hide the fact that I'm crying in pain. And to get out, I had to like crawl and flip the thing over because there's no way I'm standing up in this. I eventually wrestled that pantyhose off of myself, threw them on the ground, and walked in. Mary Kmart gave me a high five.
I bet she did. She's like, ah. Like I literally see that lady from 9 to 5 that drinks on the job, and she's like, "Atta girl." I can see Mary Kmart doing the same thing.
So Hare comes in. Her name's
Hare.
Lynette. She has the cheese research. We're really gonna put holes in this cheese, girl. We're really gonna put holes in this cheese.
Not again. The last time we made Swiss.
Well, JB comes in. Oh, sorry, the cheese is dead. Ken says the cheese is dead. Lynette leaves with her little heels, just stomps out. Well, JB's here.
Oh, hi, JV. I'm so glad you're here.
We find that the niece's name is Jane.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robert comes in. Hey, JB, do you remember me from the party at the wedding, from Steven, the wedding?
Robert,
Yes.
why do you sound like that, Robert? Are you okay?
I was the life of the party back then. If you didn't know, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun back then.
Yeah.
And I'm the station manager.
That's true, Robert. It's nice to see you again.
Why am I stroking the mic?
That's something you got to ask yourself and God, dear.
Well, I'm not quite completely blind yet, so maybe I'll keep on going. and
the GERD ain't taking that yet, honey. The GERD's not taking that.
The funny thing is, my palms are like the only part of me that aren't hairy.
It's definitely a miracle. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
The Lord knew that you're going to need them palms for that GERD, honey. It knew.
Palms for the GERD.
It's like, we can't, honey. We can't do that. It's going to shred up that toilet paper. Something terrible.
God. A bidet is the best thing ever bought, girl.
Dear listeners, buy a bidet.
Buy a bidet. Like,
your ass will thank you.
It will. It'll never be raw again. You'll be able to like clean out.
I mean, it could be raw with some of our listeners, but it ain't gonna be because of pooping.
Well then.
I don't know why I said that with that.
Girl, most of our listeners are middle-aged women. So
that's true. So never mind.
I mean, but we're sex positive here, so girls, if you like to do that, just use lube.
Please, for the love of all things holy, we're unholy.
Well, if it's like that cheese, it's definitely holy. Well, Mr. Rinaldi shows up, and he's pissed. He's pissed, girl.
Why?
Well, he goes up to Ken. He's like, why are you talking about my bears? He's getting ready to do an expose on these teddy bears.
Oh, those bears.
And he rips the head off of the bear and threatens Ken.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
How dare you assault that bear?
How dare you? How dare you? Well, some bears like it.
Some bears do like it. I know a few of those bears.
I don't know any bears. I'm a cub.
You're a what?
An otter. I am tall, thin, and hairy. And young.
I think your colorblind is spreading into regular blind.
Girl, I just bought one of them Funhouse mirrors. You can be anything you want to be in those.
That's right. Barbie told us.
Oh, God. You still haven't seen that movie yet, have you?
No, not since the last time we discussed it an hour ago.
Well, girl, that was in a different podcast. Oh, but you'll be happy to know that Asteroid City is now on Peacock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you said you didn't like it.
Well, girl, you like a good film.
Oh, that makes it sound pretentious.
But it is. It's very meta, and it's about filmmaking.
Yeah, if you say it, I'm like, oh, that sounds great.
Like, girl, you were able to go in and watch that 20-minute documentary or whatever it was with that scratchy-ass film that was scratchy-ass film because they want to be scratchy-ass film because it was an aesthetic. I don't know. It's not like it was even filmed in the 70s. They just took rather than use a phone that's got much better thing, they actually used you were able to watch that bullshit. Not bullshit. I'm sure it's very artistic, and I'm sure that they had a point. I shouldn't say that.
It's mostly bullshit. I can admit to the fact that it is mostly
like I don't. Here's the thing. I understand there's aesthetic choices. That aesthetic choice looked like they just used an Instagram filter to do that.
That would have been so, oh, what an amazing, if you were writing a movie review, that would have been
Uh-huh.
a perfect cut. Like, was this done through an Instagram filter? That would have been, oof.
Girl, then I could write for the New York Times.
You could. Like, why did you write this? We sent you to a restaurant to review. Why did you write?
Because it sucked too. The movie was better than the restaurant. Oh, God.
Oh, that would be kind of cool, like a dinner and movie review type of column. That would be actually
Yeah,
interesting.
that would be, wouldn't it? Oh, Maim, I don't know if you know this, but I had an idea for us. That we write little movie reviews.
Okay.
Like, I'm not talking anything a lot, but like we talk about what movies we love, what movies we don't love, and like if we see a movie, we just write a little blurb and give it a rating. I'm not talking, and by blurb, I mean something that's like 3 sentences and a grade.
We're totally we're totally just building our empire
It's true.
idea by idea. I love it.
Like, and by the grade, I mean it's like a 1 through 4, either a ugh, oh, that's great.
I love that actually. I think that'll be great.
Yeah, like it's either eh, you know.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down for something like that.
Cool. I will type it up and send it to you. Type it up and send it to you.
Dear listeners, Mims just means send me a message on Facebook.
That's or an email, but probably message on Facebook because that's easier. Ken's TV's broken.
Oh no! How is he going to monitor the show?
Well, JB really admires. Ken really admires JB's work, and we found out that Ken is going after Rinaldi, and you can't do that. He's put a lot of money in our advertising. You really shouldn't do that. I'm going to. You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't do that. Oh no! You spilled coffee on me while you're trying to fix TV.
Coffee.
Oh no! It's coffee.
No. Oh no!
Well, JB, Rob, Steve, Rob. There we go. Steve and Jane leave to go to the German cuisine restaurant. It's called Little Heidelberg. Like and you go inside, and I will give the props department this. That does look like an old German restaurant. Did you ever go to the one in Hickory?
No.
Oh yeah, there used to be one on the 2nd floor in Hickory.
Really?
Like downtown Hickory, 2nd floor.
That's really funny. I didn't know that was even a thing.
Yeah. And I love those little brown glasses they have that they're drinking out of. Those 70s glass. I adore those. I think they are so cute.
You can probably find them on eBay.
I want them new. I don't want used shit. I don't know what kind of painting's going on in that used stuff.
All right.
Oh, speaking of that, girl, I have some. Do you collect like crystal or anything?
No.
I have some very pretty wine glasses. If you want some, they're little tiny wine glasses.
Like are they like goblets?
No, they're not. They're not. They're small.
Oh.
Maybe your husband will like them. Maybe I'll send them down there.
Are they made of crystal?
I mean, they are made of crystal. Yes, they are crystal goblets. Yes, or wine glasses. Yes, but they're clear crystal.
You have to make sure to just maybe put capitalize the word crystal next to glass.
Have you got any new crystals recently?
No, actually, he's actually been very good about this lately. He has been collecting other things though.
Okay, good. I was getting ready to ask if you were under financial straits. So,
No, it's not that. Just he like for some reason I came home and he had gotten all these like Thundercats action figure, like these like collectible Thundercats action figures. That was a thing.
that seems apropos of nothing.
I don't know where they're gonna go.
Does he like the Thundercats?
Oh yeah, that's like one of his all-time favorites.
Oh, okay. Has he
Yeah,
rewatched as an adult?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. I tried and I was like, no. My childhood is my childhood, and I'm stopping now 10 minutes into this episode. I will remember the joy and not this pain.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I mean, I don't know. It's such a silly show to me. I mean, none of them are gonna be great in rewatching, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Okay.
Gem's another one that I think I love it, and when I rewatched it, I kind of loved it more because it was just so ridiculous.
Have you ever watched Jizz?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes, dear.
Have you watched the dude? I don't know if he's on TikTok or YouTube, who does the little shorts with Sailor Moon.
No, I'm not seeing this one.
Girl, I'll send you one.
Okay.
You're gonna.
That sounds amazing.
Okay. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm so excited for you to watch this. They're like a minute and a half long.
Ooh. Okay.
So before eating dinner, we find out that Rob was Jane's patient.
Oh.
I used to have a lot of pillow talk with her, but all she did was sit there and write stuff down. Well, Steve has to go back to work.
Oh.
Yeah. And Rob's going to go home. I'm going to go sleep since everybody's working. It's about time for me to go and hit the hay.
Oh, okay, Rob. Well,
Yeah, and I'm going to
good
hit
for
it.
you.
I'm going to hit it
sleep.
real hard and make that hay my bitch.
Yep. Okay, we get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it real hard. I'm gonna Mike Tyson it, baby, and bite off its ear. We'll see what's going on.
Okay.
That hay won't know what hit it. It'll be like abortion rights in America.
Wow. Too far. Too far, Rob. You should probably go now. Too far.
I'm a little proud of that one.
Too far, Rob.
So Rob disappears off into the night, and Jane's worried that Steve is cheating because he keeps on going into work.
Yes. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was actually a thing back then, I guess.
It was. It's a thing now. Well, now we're back at KBLR.
Denver.
And here is Sulu.
That's not his character's name.
And well, his name is Bert. We don't know that yet, but he's Sulu, and he's got an accent. He's got a very bad accent, which I mean, at the time this was expected, and George Takei has gone on and talked. Is it George Takei or Takei? Takei. George Takei has talked about this, how he was the accent's expected to be like a stereotype multiple times. I shouldn't give him such shit. But
I mean, he was just doing, and this is what I was talking about though, as far as like about him at the time.
That's true.
Right? Like he was still basically like a working actor. Like
that's true. That's true.
At this point now, if an Asian actor was asked to do something like that, they would be like, I'm sorry, what? No.
Yeah. Have you seen, and there's another one I know you haven't seen. Is it Joyride?
Oh, I've seen the trailer for it. I haven't seen it yet.
I want to see that. It's for rent right now, and I $14 pay-per-view.
Well, that's gonna be streaming very soon, right? It's gonna be streaming very, very, very soon.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3's out now.
Did you watch it?
Not yet. Have you?
No.
Okay. Have you watched 2?
I think I watched 2.
Okay.
I did watch something that was I found it to be surprisingly fun.
What?
Which was the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, did you?
I thought it was fun.
Okay, cool. I haven't seen it.
I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't like this is the greatest movie ever, but it was one of those ones where like if you put your brain on pause and just watch it, it's so yeah. Now I am not by no means a Chris what's his name Pratt person,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people gave him flack for like not doing anything with his voice, but he actually did do like a little bit of an accent with his voice. It wasn't like amazing, but it was enough that it was like, oh yeah, that actually doesn't technically sound like Chris Pratt too much. Like, so I don't know why people gave him flack for that. I guess they were expecting everybody to sound like the Mario video game character, but he actually, I thought it was fine. I mean, he's still trash, but the
Yeah,
movie was
yeah.
fun.
Because Jesus. I'm trying to find out.
Did you see the article about the evangelical pastors that had like this little mini meltdown about
No.
everything? So there's this
No.
thing that's been going on. I guess it's like some inner circle or whatever, where all these evangelical pastors have been getting pushback from their congregations because they're basically calling Jesus and woke and weak. That's what they're calling the message of Jesus now. Um, it's so they're having like this little mini
Yes.
crisis within their congregations because they're being actually confronted by their congregants about this stuff.
It turns out Jesus was woke and a pacifist.
So yeah, I was reading it yesterday. And I was like, wait, what's happening? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
What do they call it? What do they tell gay people? It's immutable.
It's mutable.
It's
God
like,
almighty.
okay, well, I
Anyway,
guess it's
Ken's dead.
No.
It's the next morning. JB and Jane are driving in on a green screen. Steve did not get home till very late, and Jane feels
Ooh.
like they're drifting apart.
Jane.
She gave up being a psychiatrist for him because
He never asked for that.
he
By the
never
way.
did. He
never asked
did.
for that.
Never did. Never did. Never did. So now we're at KBLR.
Denver.
And we see the lieutenant, the police lieutenant who has very bad teeth, giving a presser. Girl,
Yeah,
I was
like,
afflicted.
Man. Well, what I hoped is that I hope that he reached out to Jessica and say, Jessica or Angela,
Yeah.
I got to get some dental work done, but I haven't done a show in a while. Can you get me booked?
Or here's some bumpers, girl.
Toddlers and tiaras and middle-aged men.
And drag queens. Girl, there's a lot of drag queens that have bumpers.
Oh, I know. I know when I watch their interview portions during these pageant videos when they show them.
Why you watching those?
I can't help it. They're like train wrecks. I love it. When they show those videos from like early 2000s, and just like, why does this look like it's from 86? Like, I remember cameras in the 2000s. It wasn't this bad, everybody.
Ken was shot twice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we find out the lieutenant's name is Lou Flanagan.
Oh, I can't do the accent. I was going to try it. I was going to try it.
What
Speaking
you should have done is the Mary Tyler Moore thing. Oh, Lou.
Oh, Lou. Did you watch the Star Trek Strange New Worlds?
We are working through them. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll never. I'll
we are. I know that there's a couple episodes I'm very excited to see.
Yeah.
We're only we've only done 2 episodes.
At all?
No, we're at season 2, so we are slowly working through it.
Okay.
It sort of came and surprised us. And we're like, oh, okay, we need to work this in now.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. No, I won't say anything because that little exchange just now was like, no,
Yeah.
really
And, I'm also a little pissed at Paramount Plus.
Why?
Because my payment expired. I needed to, or I had gotten a card. I need to change it, and it kept saying we're having an issue. I went through 3 cards and a PayPal. It's like we're having an issue. I'm like, y'all. I don't know if I'm this close to just canceling. and screaming at them.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know.
Did they fix the issue though?
I don't know. I don't know. They never took my payment.
But you're able to watch it?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Well, Steve's here.
Hi, Steve.
He was just playing racquetball with Rob.
Oh, yeah.
The lieutenant wants to talk to him, and JB's trying to get back there. She's like, I'm a crime writer. I write about murders by game, and I'm gonna go wink back there with you. I'm gonna go
Wink, wink.
girl. This episode's so much better than one from Designing Women. So we're in Steve's office, and JB's helping. We find out that Steve argued with Ken again. Then he left at like 10:30. There were no witnesses. He left. He drove around for a couple hours and went straight home. Well, another officer comes in and found the gun in the back seat of Steve's car. 2 shots were fired from this gun. Well, Rob's here in a windsuit. In a luscious blue windsuit.
I miss them.
Dear listeners,
I miss them.
I have to clarify something. I used to wear windsuits. I loved windsuits.
I did too.
They had a noise that was just perfect to them. I rocked one that was Hornets colored, which was purple and teal.
Dear listeners, just so all of you know this, in the 90s, every kid had a Charlotte Hornets windsuit. We all did it.
I believe I got mine from Kmart.
I don't remember. I think we got ours from JCPenney.
No, it was Walmart. It was. I'm picturing it now. It was Walmart. It was Walmart. It was back in the corner. Kmart's. Wait, no, it was Kmart because it was back in the left corner. That was where Kmart had their boy stuff. Yep.
Mm-hmm. No, we got ours from JCPenney. Because that's when my dad had a JCPenney credit card.
I had a JCPenney credit card for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just let it expire. I still have a belt card.
Of course you do, because you're a proper Southern woman.
I am a modern Southern woman.
I stick to what I said.
That is their slogan. Modern period, Southern period, woman period.
So they carry period pads. You are a modern Southern woman, actually. I mean, that's kind of what we're having a big fight about right now. Technically.
Oh, God. So we're back at home, and Jane's talking on the phone, and she's very upset. She heard him come home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. She was going to say something, but she would be afraid that she said something that she'd regret. Tears, but there's no tears. It's more of a squidge, sweetie, squish,
Sweetie, squish, sweetie.
Like, I'm like, girl, you couldn't even like fake a tear, call the props part makeup over to do one little thing. I guess it would cover that poorly or mess up that poorly cut crease.
Well, cut crease, girl. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta call out her cut crease? She's already dealing with enough right now. She has a husband that is not loving her and is distant and is probably having an affair, all because she quit her job and she has nothing better to do with her free time.
It's true. It's true. Kathmandu Kitchen. There it is. Okay, hold on just a second, girl. I am going to my Grubhub and going.
Come on, Grubhub. Come on,
Man.
Grubhub. Oh, when you're feeling hungry and you don't know what to do, get your Grubhub and order a stew.
And order a stew?
I don't know. They have every option from Chinese to pizza to jump on the Grubhub
You
and
keep on
see
singing
what
for a minute.
there's to do.
I'm gonna order and then I'll.
And when you finish your meal and you feel kind of full, go to the bathroom and take a pull of.
I could have bedayed all day. I could have bedayed all day.
I
And
could have
still have
bedayed.
bedayed some more.
My asshole was so clean. All of the lights, they gleam off every little pore. And finally, when the night it approaches, I will be ready. Thank you, bidet. Thank you, bidet. My day's complete.
Smell garlic, butter, onions, and tomato sauce. Ooh, that sounds good.
What do you... Garlic, butter, onions, and tomato sauce.
Yes.
Is that like a pasta?
Lamb curry.
Ooh. When you don't know
Near
what
McKinney
to
Mild.
eat and your husband's feeling meat, grab a lamb curry,
Paneer
a
with
girl's best friend. When you want to impress all of the friends and their best, grab a lamb
Paneer
and
what?
curry.
Paneer
It is so
McKinney.
spicy and
Paneer
sweet.
McKinney.
It's full of
Mild.
delicious meat. You'll
Wait,
get
Mild
a
Plus?
smile
Mild
every
Plus.
time you
Add to bag.
see. Grab a lamb curry for
Where is Veggie
him and
Momo?
me. Lamb curry, that's for me.
Deep fried Veggie Momo. What? Veggie Momo? Have you ever had Momo?
I don't know what that is.
They're Nepalese dumplings.
I don't think we have any Nepalese restaurants here.
Do you have any Indian restaurants on there?
Oh, sure, we have that, but no, I don't think we have any Nepalese.
Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of Nepalese around here too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Girl,
Is it just like there's like a large population that move there?
Yes, girl. We like when your man was like, "This is like a real Japanese place." When he said that to me, I'm like, "Girl, we have like a large Korean, Japanese, and Indian population here. We have the largest Indian population in the South here."
Oh, I know that part because I remember that was like it was like that when I was living there.
Yeah,
Still.
I'm like, Mild Plus, add to bag. It just made me giggle when he said that.
I know.
We have a good Japanese place to go to. Not that that matters.
Do you have a good Korean place that you like?
Yes. Depends on what the kind of Korean you like. Are you looking for Korean grill or are you looking for Korean food?
Food.
Then yes, that I definitely have that.
Yeah.
Because the Korean grills, we have one of those that you can eat for 2 hours and buy the stuff.
I know.
That's too much work. Just give me the food.
I know.
Do you like spice? Does your husband like spice?
I like okay spice. He likes an okay spice, not too much though.
Okay. We need naan
I mean,
too.
I love spice. My butthole does not love spice anymore. Yeah. So I just choose to like not put it through a lot of torturous activity. There's not really a lot that's as enjoyable afterward. It does kind of like color the meal if it's gonna be painful later. So
okay, cool. I
feel like we're sharing way too much about ourselves in this like 5 minutes or so.
Proceed to checkout.
Dear listeners, Mims is legitimately just going through Grubhub, just like placing her order.
We're back. Oh, don't worry, that's all gonna be edited out.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, girl, that's
I wouldn't have sang so much. I was just trying to be entertaining for that 5 minutes. So I was like, let me just make up some songs
Maybe
about.
I'll keep it in then. Maybe I'll keep it in. We'll see. Where are we at?
I don't know. I was thinking about goat. No, what was it? Lamb curry.
Oh, we're back at KBLR.
Denver.
Claire is very upset. Lynette is going to make her into a star.
Star maker.
With a plunging neckline.
Yes. You have to have that if you're going to be a star in the 80s.
Well, it's a little bit later on, and Rob and JB show up at KBLR.
Denver.
I think it was either Joe Rinaldi or Claire that did him in because, Claire was more than just a worker.
What?
They be fucking. So we're at the studio, and JB meets Ms. Lynette Bryant.
Mm-hmm. Put the emphasis on that.
Uh-huh. That's one thing in the South. We always say Ms., never Ms. Because whenever we say Ms., it comes out.
Ms. sounds like...
Because I've heard people say Mrs., but it always comes out as Ms. And we've always just, Ms.
That's all you... I mean, I think about everybody at our church, right? Like, miss this, miss that. Like, we don't...
And it's somewhere between Miss and Ms., right? Yeah. It's all because we can't speak good.
We tried so hard.
We did. And then
we read the same books as them Northerners.
We did. Well, that's not true because although I read The Bluest Eye, I don't think everybody did.
No.
Yeah, right.
Most of the people in the South read The Brownest Eye.
I read Invisible Man, which is not a normally allowed book in the South. Yeah. That's about frontal lobotomy.
No wonder you don't read as much as you used to. You kind of put yourself through it in the early days.
I still pick up To Kill a Mockingbird and The Bluest Eye. I still pick up those books and read them sometimes. I love them. The Bluest Eye is one of my favorite books. It is so sad. Every white person should read it. The way Toni Morrison explains racism, it's astounding. Like that she gets to the visceral grain of it. It's what?
No, I agree with you. I just don't think that'll happen.
Oh no, it won't. It won't. But dear listeners, if you ever want to read a book that's going to make you cry a lot, Bluest Eye. You can also read Beloved, but don't make the mistake I did and read it before bed because you will have some weird ass dreams.
Also, Mommy Dearest. That's another good.
I tried to read that. It's so poorly written.
I know. I didn't say why you would cry. I just said, what's the cry?
Beloved. Call me by my name. Yeah.
We're awful humans.
It's a part of he's fucking a child ghost.
No.
It's so weird.
No.
It has nothing to do with Lynette. Lynette didn't like Ken, though.
No.
Steve wanted to be station manager, and Ken made sure Rob got it. Then Lynette just looks over, sees the huge, picture of Ken, screams, "Kill it," and they take it down. Hilarious.
She's quite a boss.
Witty. Backstage, JB meets Claire. Claire used to be a small town weather girl. Claire's supposed to be really young, in her 20s. They didn't put enough pancake foundation on her to hide the face.
No, they should have put actual pancakes on her.
Yeah, I mean, she's not old, but
She's not old, but she is not like a early like I'm a 20s like little I just got
yeah,
started.
yeah. No,
No.
no. She's in his 30s, maybe. Yeah. So Claire's like, "Can we go somewhere more quiet to talk?" And they end up at a kid's playground with lots of screaming children around. Whatever. She's in this great coat, this denim coat with all these little cutouts all over it.
You
It's
liked it
80s
too, right?
fabulous. Yes.
Yeah, I liked it also. I was like, yes, this is it right here.
She really liked Ken. Thought he was very upstanding, and it's like he has a tape of the naughty bears that can hurt kids, and he's going to show it and reveal it to the public. So JB immediately goes to Rinaldi, and it's like, hey. Wait, no. I'm sorry. There's a little cut in between. We go back to the KBLR
Denver.
And the tapes are not where they're supposed to, where Claire put them.
Yes.
Now JB goes over to Rinaldi, says, oh no, them tapes are missing. And he's like, Rinaldi's like, what? Them tapes better not be missing. What are you talking about?
Not they better not be missing.
And he's like, I gave him those and $25,000 not do anything with them, so he better have destroyed them.
I have bad news for you.
So we're back at the KBLR
Denver.
And the lieutenant's like, there's no way that they found a safe that they didn't go through before. He's like, there's no way there'll be money or tapes in the safe. There's no way. He was such an upstanding man. They open it up and there's lots of money and tapes in there. And the cheese tapes are in there too. There's more than $25,000 there. According to JB, it looks like about 60, 70,000.
Those controversial cheese tapes.
Lynette grabs the video and's like, oh, boo-boo, we're going to do it now.
My God.
So on the ride home, the lieutenant's got JB in the car, and they're discussing the killing. JB's looking at the photos, and Ken has his back to the door. And she's like, well, what do you think he was doing? And the lieutenant's like, he was watching TV, of course. And she's like, but his TV was broken.
Yeah.
The plot change.
Escándalo.
So we're back at KBLR.
Denver.
We're talking to JB's talking to Rob. Whose idea was the new bottom line? It was Lynette. You know, Ken was going to go to a new station and leave Claire and Lynette and Steve here out dry, and like everybody gonna kill him. They just won't kill him dead. Everybody just won't kill him. He was a horrible person. Did you know that, Maim? He just won't kill him.
He's a horrible person.
Horrible person. Horrible person. Why do I feel like I sound like oh God, what's his name?
Sling Blade?
No, the other dude. Well, I mean, I sound like Sling Blade, but the actor, oh God, I can picture him. White hair.
Yes.
Country.
Yes.
Thin. Always looked like he had a little bit too much drink.
Lyle Lovett?
No, actor. Oh, $10,000 pyramid.
What?
We're going to do it right now.
Okay.
Actor.
Got it.
White hair.
Okay.
Mustache.
Yes.
Movie with Lady Gaga. Uncle in that movie.
Oh, Chris Christopherson.
No, not Chris Christopherson. I think his first name is Chris. What's his name? God Almighty. You're very thin. What's the name of the movie?
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
He has a more of a Texas drawl.
Oh, you do.
That's
better.
yeah.
Okay, now I'm Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I know his voice, especially because he does all those truck ads.
It's true. He and what's his doodle? Who does Lincoln ads? What's his name? Matthew McConaughey.
Really?
Yeah. You never seen him drive a Lincoln? He talks about. Do you like Matthew McConaughey?
I used to.
I never did.
I liked him in a few movies.
Like
that one adventure movie he did. Remember? Like that was supposed to be kind of like Indiana
that
Jones.
was fun. Sahara.
Yeah, I really loved that
fun.
movie.
That was that. Well, okay, I wouldn't go that far. It was fun. I saw that at the $1.50 theater. It was worth $1.50.
Oh Lord. I didn't pay $1.50. It was on some streaming network that I watched.
I mean, then there you go. You saw it for, depending on how much you use that streaming network, somewhere between pennies and dollars.
I never did see the one he won the Oscar for.
Dallas
Buyers Club.
Yeah, I didn't want to because he straight washed him.
Yeah,
like he straight washed that dude.
Yeah,
and I don't know. If you're doing something that important, don't straight wash him. Yeah. Yeah, and then you have to watch Jared Leto act too.
I forgot they both won Oscars for that.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, I forgot Jared Leto has an Oscar.
Yeah. Yeah. He hasn't grown since My So-Called Life.
It's true. It's actually true.
So we're on set, and Claire's talking in front of a picture of her that looks like she's in one of the salon pictures.
Girl, I was living for that picture.
I was too. Look nothing like her.
This is supposed to be a serious news broadcast, and they put that up there. Yes, please.
So Ryan was not fired. He's now assistant director.
Oh.
And then they pan over to Claire to take apart the bear, and like she's ripping off the arm and it doesn't rip. And everybody's kind of laughing.
They're all going to laugh at you.
JB throws a cup away, and George Takei grabs it. And it's like, do you want to come to my office and see other trash that stars have left behind? Girl, knowing me, I'd be like, you know what? Abso-fucking-lutely. Let's do
I would
this.
too, actually. I mean, I would.
He's got something from who was it? I don't remember. The one that caught me was the milk carton from Pat Boone. Pat Boone, the gift that keeps on giving.
On brand. On brand. I could easily see Pat Boone drinking from a milk carton.
I can
in his
too.
50s.
Ugh, Pat Boone.
Do you want a beer? No, I'd like a box of milk, please.
So, speaking of that, my mother was watching Everybody Loves Raymond again.
I love how you talk about it as if she's like a serial killer.
It was the episodes where Ray's brother gets married. And what's his doodle? Oh God, what's his real name? He's the announcer from Best in Show.
Christopher Guest?
No, the announcer, that like the host.
Michael McKean?
There you go. Wait, what's his name?
Michael McKean?
Not Michael McKean. Michael McKean was the one of the gay one, right? He was also the voice of the.
I know who you're talking about. It's Oh, I know who you're talking. I mean, I can see him in my head. I just can't think of his name.
He plays an ultra Christian in the show.
Okay.
Okay, now I've got what's this person's name? Fred Willard.
That's it.
There we go. He just passed away not too long ago, I believe.
I know. That's why I was like, I know this guy. He just died.
Uh,
He just died.
well, we find out that his name is Bert, and he tells her about the night that Ken was killed.
Oh.
At 10:30, Steve and Ken were arguing. Steve was working late. He's been working late a lot and did not want to be disturbed in his office.
Mm-hmm.
So he went in, cleaned out he was able to clean the office. He dumped the ashtray. Okay. And then all of a sudden, Bert gets very excited and spills coffee on himself. And JB has a brilliant idea, goes to Steve's office immediately, and the chair has coffee on it.
No.
JB goes to the police station. Talks to lieutenants like, Lieutenant, you're an idiot. If you do a press conference now, you're going to get sued. Whoever killed Ken was trying to kill Steve. They go look at the chair they have in evidence, and it has no coffee stain. Yeah. So we're back at KBL.
Denver.
So Bert goes up to Ken with a request for 2 new chairs because the one in Steve's office has has a coffee spill on it, and he has to replace the one in Ken's office.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. So Rob goes into the office and JB's in a chair. Well, I killed him. He just had everything, and it was time, and I meant to kill Steve, and I killed Ken. It doesn't matter because I was tired of it all and tired of everything, and there you go. That's it. Jane comes in. It's like, I should have helped you more. It's later on. JB had no proofs. Really glad that Bert helped her. Steve's happy finally. And the lieutenant takes all the credit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you like this episode?
It was a hoot.
It was
so
a hoot.
Stupid.
It really was.
This is a cast of broken people.
It really was. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Especially after breezing through that horrible ass Designing Women episode.
The clip show.
The clip show. This was fun to rewatch, right? This was very fun. Hey, Maim, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Yeah. Hi, dear listeners. It is I, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can catch me in various places in person, hosting the amazing Colossal Karaoke in Miami Beach, performing with the Villain Theater, improvised comedy, and stand-up theater in Miami, and as a correspondent on the It's Happening Network. You can find links to all of those places at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me at thedivinemissmims.com for everything I'm doing, which is some things. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
I am doing another little project right now. I'm doing a little project that involves the soccer team I follow, it's silly. I'm doing a drag thing about that. So there's that.
Did you start doing your Twitch stream?
Not yet. I'm going to. It's been things have not fallen into place. I'm going to very soon. Hey, Maim, did you know that we have Patreon?
What?
If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
What?
Did you know that we have another podcasts?
What?
That's right. We have Baking Sugar, our Design Win podcast, and We Object, our Ally McBeal podcast. And if you sign up as a patron, you get to see our beautiful selves in very light drag recording We Object. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
What?
That's right. If you go to the completely new and revamped mimsamaim.com,
Doom, doom, doom.
You can buy some stuff. Hey, Maim,
Yeah.
do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right, Maim. I love 5-star reviews. I send them to Maim, she kikis and hee-hees, and then we kiki and hee together, and please leave us one. It really helps us. Hey, Maim.
We love them. Yeah.
Did you know that our dear listeners can reach out to us?
No, I didn't know that.
That's right, dear listeners. You go to Mims, you can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com or send us a text message at 704-380-0618. And Maim, I forgot to tell you, we did get a voicemail on that, and it was a very lost person going, a little child going, hello, hello. So I don't think it was the right number.
Dang. That's... Oh, boy.
Hey, babe, do you have anything else to add?
Hello?
Then why don't you just say good night, babe?
Good night, babe.
Bye, y'all.